Hey everybody, time for the next part in the video series of my guitar collection. I don't know what this is, part 7, part 8. Let's see here. Some part, right? Anyway, yeah, okay, so the last one in the series was the 7 strings, and this part of the series is going to be the guitars with more than 7 strings. So we've got both types, multiscale and non-multiscale, in an 8-string. We've got all 3 types of 12-string. We've got a solid body, a semi-hollow, and an acoustic. I guess I need to get a Rickenbacker and get a semi... No, that's already a semi-hollow body, but... yeah. Does anybody make a true hollow body acoustic? I don't think so. And then we've also got a 20-string harp guitar up there in the corner. So, I'll be right back. Just give me a sec. Okay, so, first up, we've got an Ibanez 8-string multiscale fan fret. It's got I guess you'd call that a 5-piece neck. And, model, you know, Ibanez and their numbers, God only knows what this thing is. Some weird stuff, I'm sure. Let's see if we can get a model. Uh, 1P01, Indonesia. God only knows. But anyway, yeah. So there it is. I got this from Sweetwater. It was like out of stock for 3 months or something, and then had like a 6 months lead time when you could actually pre-order them again. So yeah, I waited like almost a year to get this guitar. $600, fan fret 8-string. It was like the least expensive one I found online, in a fan fret and an 8-string. And it's just, wow, it's great. It's beautiful. Ibanez, you know, I always thought that Ibanez was like right up there with ESP LTDs, and they pretty much are. I've had no issues with anyone. Some people say they have some quality control issues with the guitars, but yeah, it's, you know, it's at least 95% of an ESP LTD. So, yeah. And it's got decent pickups on it. It's got, what is this thing? Yeah, it's basically its individual Fender style saddles on it. And your traditional kind of like Super Strat kind of setup with volume and tone. Your 3-way and your 2 humbuckers. So next up, we've got yet another Gstyle. This is the last of the 4 Gstyles. All the Gstyles were my trying to beat inflation round of purchases. And like all the rest, it's an absolutely beautiful guitar. It's got good pickups in it. It's poplar veneer, rolled poplar with a Ocum body and a I don't know, would you call it a 3-piece or 5-piece? Technically it's a 5-piece. So yeah, 5-piece neck and nice fretwork. Let's see how it compares to an Ibanez. Alright, there's that one, and yeah, Ibanez is nicer. Yeah, Ibanez is definitely rounder. Now this one here is a Cozart. And I just can't say enough about Cozarts. They're incredibly beautiful guitars for the price. They make some really, really nice 12 strings. I've got two of them. And they're both great guitars. You know, they're still kind of baseline on the fretwork and stuff. But this one's in a classic hardtail Strat type configuration in a tobacco burst. And I even got the Jack Daniels thing for it. Some here were. Yeah, I got the Jack Daniels strap for it and everything. And it's a 12 string. And then let's see. This one here is a black T-type. Yeah, remember I said it had another T-type of some type. And it's kind of a black and gold and white thing. And once again, a 12 string. And another beautiful instrument. Both of these instruments just sound great. You know, even though they've only got baseline electronics in them, both of them. You know, you're paying for the 12 string, and the quality, the construction. They both have great necks. You know, the fretwork is not super high dollar, but they have great necks. And I think both of these were right around $200, and they were the least expensive that you could get into like electric 12s, and they're really quite impressive. So, be right back. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is my acoustic 12 string. This is a Vagona. This is the last of my 11 trying to beat inflation purchases. And I was actually very surprised by this guitar. It is absolutely magnificent. My previous 12 string acoustic was a Taylor 356 or something for $1,800 back in the 90s, and it was just to die for. And this thing cost like $200, and it's like really, really. I remember back in the day, I tried like a Tele for 18, and I tried a Fender for whatever the Fender was, and this is almost as nice as that Fender back in the day, for sure. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, nice fretwork. Nice fretwork. I really haven't done anything to this guitar other than, you know, tune it up and play it. It's got decent action and everything. So, yeah. Vagona, as I recall it, yeah, it comes with like a whole bag full of extra stuff. You get like a scratch plate thing that you can stick on there, and you know, capo and all that kind of thing. Don't take my word for it. I can't remember exactly what came in the kit, but yeah, you know, strap, capo, cord, no cord. Yeah, cord. It's electric. Yeah, cord, picks, tuner, you know, all that jazz. So I was, and I wasn't. I was impressed with the guitar. It came with a lot of nice stuff too, granted, but that's not what it's about. It's about the guitar. And yeah, it's got a beautiful body. I'm not sure exactly what it is. You can look it up online. Like I said, they're going for about $200 at the moment. There's the dust already, so yeah, I'm not having a lot of luck with the dust bags. As you can see, most of the collection now, since I've been filming all these videos, most of the collection now is no longer in dust bags. All the dust bags are like, you know, sitting down there somewhere. So, I don't know. I've got either hard cases padded soft cases or gig bags for pretty much every guitar here except for the experimental builds. And so I might be putting them back into gig bags just to keep them clean or cleaner. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, these dust cover things is actually the plastic that they throw over your laundry at the laundromat kind of thing, and over your dry cleaning. So, but yeah, so this is the Vagona, and it's a very impressive 12 string in an acoustic, and very pretty as well. And yeah, it's got beautiful tone, beautiful tone. I mean, it's got a really nice neck to it. This is a big, full-size, real 12 string. Yeah, so there you go. And then last one in line here, last but not least, we've got a monstrous, but really quite manageable actually, 20 string harp guitar. And there's a video on this. I don't know if I shot a video after or before the fire, but yeah, this thing has been through some fire damage, as you can see from the battle scars there, but it's all fixed up and out of tune, and yeah, but yeah, it's not in tune at all, really. I remember that last time I didn't even bother tuning these, because it's work, you get a tuner pig thing and stuff, but yeah, this is the harp, and this cost me like about $500 on eBay, and I saw a video of some really cool harp guitar stuff, so yeah, there you go. I'll have to leave a link. It was another one where, a song or two inspired me to buy an instrument, and it was like, man, I gotta get one of those. So yeah, this is the harp guitar out of the one of each collection. And I think that's gonna do it for the 8 and above strings. I've still got to do, I'm gonna do one on just the experimental stick and bar type guitars, which would also include things like the curved triangle and the oriental and things of that nature, because they're not really conventional guitars. So there's going to be one video on all my experimental guitars, and then I have to do one video on all my bass guitars, because I've got one of each, and I've got 2 5 strings. One is a new one, and one is my original bass. And I think those are the last 2 videos, and I might have actually, I got one more, yeah. I got a Cigar Box Guitar, which I haven't done yet, which, I don't know, I guess that would come under electro-acoustic 6 strings, so that should have been in the 6 strings. Here, we'll put it in here. Bonus guitar time, bonus guitar time. Let me grab a guitar here. There it is. Come here, you. Ouch. Okay, here it is. Get it in some light here. There it is. Okay, yeah. This is the Cigar Box Guitar build. And it's basically, I got a neck online, and then I got a Cigar Box kit online, and I put the two together and made this thing. There's a video on it. It's let's see, what's, it's more or less a standard Cigar Box guitar, except for the fact that it has a fully resonant front and a fully resonant back. The neck through does not touch the front or the back at all. It only touches the sides where it's glued, and it gives the thing an incredible amount of like volume unplugged, and it's electrified. It's, you know, wherever it is here. Yeah, there's your volume and there's your jack, so it's been electrified, and it's also, you can, just 2 little screws, and you can actually open it up and get into it once you take the strings off, in case you got to deal with anything. So, you can look closely. You know, floating bridge, little disc piezo, going into a volume and a jack. Very simple circuit. I mean, I could almost recite it from memory here. Let's see. You take the hot side. Yeah, you take the hot side of your piezo, and that goes to the middle terminal on your volume pot. And then you take the one of the 2 outside terminals of your volume pot, and that goes to the hot side of the jack. And then the other side of the volume pot goes to ground. And then the jack also goes to ground. And then the ground for the piezo pickup goes to ground. And that's the circuit. So, yeah, very easy to put together. It's a fun build. I've been thinking of doing some more. I've got some like red oak and some other stuff to make some nice necks. But even thinking of experimenting with like some pine. Got some old barnwood and stuff that might, you know, stay put, so to speak. And you're only talking the tension of 3 strings, so let's say 45, 50 pounds at most. Maybe closer to 40. Well, let me think. When I'm running 8s on most of my 6 strings here, yeah, it clocks out at about 70 to 75 pounds for 8 strings. So you're probably only looking at maybe 35 pounds of stress force on a neck for this, for a 3-string. So yeah, I've been thinking of doing a few more. I've actually got about half a dozen boxes that I ordered online, but they're all kind of small, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But I got to tell you though, Cigar Box Guitars, they are so much fun because you use I guess what you call an open chord tuning, and so they're just ultimately easy to play because all you got to do is bar across any fret and you've got an instant chord, or you know, a triplet or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, they're really fun. They're highly conducive to playing blues. They've got, you know, a great sound and tone and voice for that kind of thing. So there's your bonus. I got, yeah, this is all the 8, all the more than 7 strings and less than 6, since we're throwing in this guy and he's only a 3-string. And this is like the only thing I've got that's less than 6 strings. So yeah, I've only got like 2 videos left to shoot. I'll shoot one on the basses, and I'll shoot one on the experimental guitars, and that should like cover it for the collection. Except for, you know, stuff I haven't really built yet. You saw the LP types that are under construction, so to speak, and you saw the PRS type that was under construction. And yeah, other than that, let me see. I see 4 necks here. Oh no, wait, that's just a pre-painted headstock. It's not something that's being worked on yet. Yeah, and then I've got the North Carolina guitar that I'm working on, but I gotta get with my buddy and see what he wants to do about headstock shape and clear coat. And I think that's all the issues. I remember talking to him before about the neck. I gotta ask him. I think it's another one of these narrow necks that you can't use a 4-bolt bolt. I was gonna do a bolt on once again, and you can't use a neck plate. But I was thinking of doing like flathead, 2 flathead screws recessed or chamfered for the neck, and then mounting a plate with like cut off regular neck screws on top of that, so that it looked like it was a 4-bolt neck, but if you took the plate off, it was actually underneath a 2-bolt neck. And that way we can do the plan is to do a silver neck, and then I found some really cool North Carolina Tar Heels jewelry, like pendants and earrings and stuff like this. And so I've got, like, I can take these things and get little, kind of like if you ever saw the video on the 7 strings, the little dragon jewelry stuff I put over top of the disc piezos on the Gooquins. Same idea, but North Carolina instead of little dragons. And so yeah, the plan was to, like, you know, put some of that kind of stuff on the headstock, on the truss rod cover, and on the neck plate, and all the knobs are going to have a little NC kind of a thing, jewelry on the ends of the knobs, both for the guitar and the matching flame maple cab and open top amp that I'm going to build to go with the guitar. So yeah, it's a big build. It's a big build. This is going to be like the 3rd build that I've done like this, and I didn't film the first 2, and I really should. I got to get with them and get it. I built a Cowboys guitar for a buddy of mine, and I went through 3 different versions of that guitar, actually. And the first was the coolest, but it was early in my building of guitars, and I didn't know about scraping binding yet. And so I couldn't figure out a good way to pull off the paint job I was trying to pull off. And so then I tried a natural, and then I ended up going with, I don't know, I made it blue. Blue with like silver accents for the Cowboys. I made it natural with silver and blue hardware, and he said he wanted more blue, so I made it blue. I scored it blue, I think. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm rambling about guitars. I should shoot a video about the Cowboys guitar. I also made a guitar for his grandson, who's just old enough to play a mini. And now I'm working on this North Carolina guitar. And the Cowboys guitar also had a matching amp to go with it too. So yeah, trying to spread the good word of guitar playing to friends you meet along the road of life, right? Got to turn more people on to guitars. So what I gotta do is I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all the extra guitars once I've done one of everything and still want to build more. I think once I've got one of everything, I can probably resist the temptation to buy more, unless I start, like, buying Hendrix's guitar and buying Paul McCartney's guitar and stuff like that. But if anybody's interested, you can buy the very, very, very first Spanish electric guitar ever made. The infamous 1932 row patent, what is it? It's Rickenbacker. Yeah. The guitar actually still exists, and the guitar is currently for sale in some little guitar shop in Nashville or something like that. And it's $350,000 if you want to get the world's first real electric guitar. It's I guess you'd call it an archtop electric. But yeah, the real McCoy, the original one, if you're into like the ultra high dollar collector boutique, hanging on the wall, I'm a lawyer or a dentist or whatever the joke is. If you're into that kind of stuff, that actual guitar is currently available. So, yeah, go Google it and spend $350,000 on a guitar. It's like I said, it's unusual. I went over it in my previous video. It's a 3/4 size body acoustic with a horseshoe magnet pickup at the bridge, and has a 24 fret classical acoustic headstock and neck on it that joins the body at like the 18th fret. So it's like a small body and a way long neck. And then it's got this pickup that's like, the size of the bridge on that guitar right there. And then it's got like a basic bar bridge or something, but you can look it up. It's there. Yeah, so anyway, this is the not 6 and not 7 strings, I guess is what you would call this. These are 8s, these are 12s, this a 20, and that's a 3. So yeah, these are the not 6 and this episode is the not 6 and 7 string guitars. So yeah, the only thing left is the experimentals. Experimentals, which they're all 6s and 12s, and the basses, which are all 4s and 5s. So until the next video, I've rambled way long enough. Oh yeah, almost half an hour. See everybody later.